Is that doubtful then?
Yeah, he'll either be doubtful or out. I mean, you know, it's in the hands of the protocol, but it doesn't look good. Parks will be fine. Reed is questionable. Tachu and Freeman are good. Vaughn's questionable. AJ is good. Juwan James will be questionable.
If James is active, does he start?
There's a good chance of that, but he won't play the whole way.
At cornerback, you're going to go with Gadam?
Yeah, we'll start with Ike, but we may play them both.
How have they both looked in practice this week?
What's that?
How have they both looked in practice?
Good.
You said Diontae had a tough practice last week.
Yeah, he's picked it up ever since that happened, and he's done better.
Have you noticed Drew carry himself in a different way this week, knowing that he's the guy all week?
A little bit in that, you know, he truly didn't know last Wednesday and Thursday if he was going to go. You know, that was real. Now he knows he's going. So I think a little bit, but nothing drastic.
Why just questionable on Juwan?
Just because, you know, the way he's talking there, you know, I just don't want to put him out there if he's not going to play good. So we'll see how he shows up tomorrow and Sunday.
Will Vaughn be similar to last week, game time, where he let him work out, or is it how?
He might be. You know, I think he's much better than he was last week, but it could be that, yes.
Austin Schlotman would fill in for Larry?
Yes.
What's he got going for him?
We'll find out. I don't think he's played a snap since the preseason, but we expect him to go in there and do good.
Would Elijah be a possibility at some guard too if Juwan can go and is looking good?
If he has to, you know, but right now we're prepping him to be. He's definitely going to play some at tackle, and he'd be the swing tackle too.
I think in the past, Romeo's been aggressive with rookie quarterbacks. Do you expect that?
Probably, yeah. You know, he'll probably be aggressive with. I think you're alluding to, you know, pressuring, but I do think could possibly be aggressive too with coverage change-ups that aren't pressures.
In terms of just hiding what he's doing?
After the snap, yeah, just different coverages.
With where the season's at right now,
What's that?
With where the season's at right now, are you even a little more cautious with Vaughn letting him play, or if he's good, is he going?
No, if he's good, he's going.
Excited to kind of see these next 2 weeks, road tests, what your team has these last, you know, during the last stretch here with a lot of young guys.
What was the first start of your?
These last 2 weeks,
right?
Big road tests. So you
yeah.
To kind of see how these rookies, a lot of these young guys respond.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously these next 2 games are against teams that will be in the playoffs, and it is a good test, but I'd rather get School of Mines on the schedule if we could.
You guys have been really good in the first quarter for a while now, but it's kind of when it gets off script, it gets a little sideways. Is that something you can talk with Rich about, or the players about? Is it in-game adjustments? What are you seeing from your vantage point, other than third downs you've talked about?
Yeah, I think third down is a big part of it, obviously, because you got to eventually, even if you're moving the ball, you're going to get to a third down, and you got to convert to keep the ball. I do think that's part of it. Yeah, we got to keep varying the calls as we go.
Thank you very much, Coach.
All right.
Stands out about what Houston does.
I'll tell you what Houston does is they're very, very well coached. You know, Brad Seeley is one of the best in the league. They got great length, speed. Kickoff, for example, they'll pin you, you know, and then they'll run you down. But I think that the best thing they do right now is really everything. They do it all very, very well. Kick cover punts. I think they're 43-4 net. Great returner in DeAndre Carter. You know, so we got our hands full. We got to go play well.
At the end of that half on Sunday, what goes in the decision-making to decide whether to attempt that long kick or just to have the offense be out there?
You know, I'll be honest with you, you're going to have to ask Vic that. All I do is go to Vic, and he tells me what we're going to do. You know, I'm one of those guys that I'm a big believer in. I think you've probably all read the book, The Energy Bus. You know, Joy, she runs the bus. We got a better bus driver even than Joy in Vic. So Vic makes great decisions, and we just go off whatever he does. You know, when you're all on the same page, it's pretty easy.
Brandon was upset after that call. Did you talk to him and just let him go?
I didn't. You know, to be honest with you, I didn't. I was kind of hoping that his anger would carry through. You know, a lot of times when guys it's like a relief pitcher, you don't talk to them. You know, leave them alone. If they're focused and they got a little bit of that look in their eye where they're angry, That's a good thing. You know, they want the next kick. It's like, you know, put that horse in that chute and saddle up and ride. So we did, and he did a good job. You know, anger, there's nothing wrong with anger. Nothing wrong with competitiveness. It's a good thing.
On Sunday and then again in the middle of the week, Vic talked about worrying about Brandon changing his mechanics. Brandon has said that wouldn't be an issue because he's like a quarterback that change up mechanics on a Hail Mary. It actually might. Vic said there was empirical data, so he just trusts that it's happened and Brandon maybe just doesn't remember it.
Yeah, you know, like I said, you know, it's one of those deals where, for me, it's an easy deal. Whatever Vic decides, you know, if we're going to punt it, you know, kick it out of bounds, this, that, the other, you just go with it. And that's why he's a head coach, and he meets with our analytics guys, who I think are the best in the league, and they make those decisions pregame. You know, you got to win the game before you get out there, and that decision was probably made before, and it helped us. It did. At the end of the day, it helped us.
Who's been the best guys on coverage this year?
You know, I'm not going to point anybody out. I think we're getting better and better. We have different guys every week. You know, as you know, we've had a lot of changes, but I think our young players are really starting to come along. And I think the best thing that's happened is that Joe and some of our veterans, you know, Andy, Josie Jewell, you know, coming back into the fold, has really helped those young guys because they go out and they just do their job. And rather than us trying to coach, hey, this is what they're going to do to you, these guys are now starting just to naturally play leverage. They see where the return is. They set up, you know, blocks and how to beat blocks. So I think they're all getting better.
On Booker's penalties, need to take a better angle?
Yeah, no question. Yeah, we got to take a better angle. I mean, football's a game of leverage. You got out-leveraged. You know, he had him beat off the edge, and you gotta stack that player. Once you have someone beat, you have to stack in front of him, and he'll learn from that. The other thing is there is no such thing as a block point. The block point is the football. You know, put your eyes on the football. It's no different than somebody tackling. You know, put your eyes where they need to be. And that's something, you know, when you're going full speed, you got to put your eyes on the ball because your hands will go there rather than where they did.
How much do you talk to Colby, where his averages seem to be good most weeks, but he'll have a kick like he did against Buffalo, or shorter kicks and a couple, you know, 50 plus. So how do you, I guess, get him to be consistent?
You know, the first thing is with Colby is it's always his first step. You know, so we go back to that first step. And, you know, we talk about, hey, where was your first step, this, that, the other. But you have to have one thing for them. You know, you can't have 10 different things. Hey, do this, put your arm here, put your leg there. It's always his first step, and he knows when he gets it in trouble. And now what we got to do is he's got to feel it. And there's a certain part of his foot he's got to get on. And I think he's getting better and better. But can't have those. The young players have had them, and he keeps having them. We can't have them. Then there's no excuse. You know, he's got to do it right every time. And it's a habit. And what it needs to turn into, it needs to turn into a darn instinct. It has to be an instinct. You know, we all have habits, but we break our habits. You know, look at me. I eat too much at night. You know what I'm saying? But it's a habit. I need to be instinctively stay away from the fridge.
Diontae Spencer, what do you want to see from him in the final 4 games?
I want to see 5 touchdowns.
That's nice.
Period.
Anything else?
Good.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.